All right. Ba, 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 ba. I'm gonna trim my beard. Patchy right here. That's gonna bug me. Oh, let's get comfy. Hey, Tony. I'm good, man. Good. Just got done doing my cardio, had my lunch, showered, and we'll play some UBOAT. Join my afternoon. I'll do some Foxhole tonight, but I want to play a little UBOAT. I don't think we're gonna be able to get. I don't think we're gonna get boats in Foxhole this war, so I'm just gonna enjoy some time on the sub here. Yeah, I don't like cardio either. It's light cardio. I don't go intense or anything. I do a half hour on an elliptical machine, and then I'll do like 10 minutes of walking afterwards just to cool down. I just do that because, you know, just keep it. I gotta keep my. I don't have a choice with wrestling. I gotta work out like constantly. I have to keep my cardio up because, you know, you gotta stay fit. If you don't stay like in relative good shape in wrestling, the second you don't, you get injured. Like it's kind of like a callus. You just constantly have to work out to keep up. Yeah, you need cardio. Honestly, now too, you know, with Kitty expecting the baby and everything too, kind of got my ass a little more in gear too to like take care of my overall health. You know, had a kid coming and stuff, so got to keep my heart healthy, all that. You kind of become more aware of things like that. I've noticed, for at least for myself, I've become more like oh shit, I gotta do that more. Let's go some tier. Let me go for the type 3s. Type 3s are good. Anything else in storage? No, they're good. They're good. Oh, equipment. I gave them some spare parts. Buy that. Oh, coffee. Need coffee. Munitions. Ammunition. No, I guess we're good. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much what my cardio is too, honestly. For like the elliptical, I go to like a level like 5, and then I just basically maintain that for like 30 minutes. I'm actually gonna go for a more. I'm gonna go for the default. No. No. Yeah. I love submarine stuff. Like that's like what for like naval stuff. I love naval history. I love boats and just in general. So I love watching videos on submarines. I actually was just watching a while I do cardio. I usually watch a documentary. It's like 30 minutes, so I can get through it. I actually just got done watching another video on the USS the Snook, which is one of the submarines that got sunk off of Japan. It was a relatively famous U.S. submarine. Gato class, yeah. Gato class, whatever it was. Gato class, I think. Yeah. I like the 18th and 19th century boats. I love 20th century, like early 20th century naval is just so crazy because how fast it changed. It's nuts, you know. Boats for the most part always just came down to, you know, after the Spanish galleons was basically considered like the premier, and then once iron, you know, boats became a thing, and then naval just got nuts. I love once the dreadnought class ships came out, that's my jam right there. Love anything dreadnought and beyond ships is awesome. I guess this one's kind of cool. Get that. I'm gonna change my deck back to metal. Yeah, buy that. And deck gun emblem. I got any new emblems? Donkey. Polar bear. Hell yeah, I'm getting a polar bear, dude. What? Buy that. Boom. Well, that's badass. Goodbye. Off duty. Yeah. I got to go on like I've never been on like a large wooden ship, but I've got to go on some decent sized ones. Growing up in Maine, you know, Navy is pretty big part of Maine's history, since we developed a lot of them in World War I and World War II. We had a lot of dry docks, developed a lot of ships, and Maine was a pretty big port hub in the 18th, 19th century. So you could see some pretty big ships out there. I got to go on some big ones in my time. It was pretty cool. Most of them I was a kid, though. I couldn't even remember. I guess they would have been like frigates. They were pretty big sailboats. So okay, now let's find. Oh, and you know what? I need to give these dudes a vacation. These guys are fatigued. Yeah. Oh, nice. Send them to the Alps. Okay, I'm gonna send those dudes to the Alps. Okay. My dudes need a vacation. It should be snowing pretty soon. We're getting into winter here, and I guess it really snows in Italy, but La Spezia. Did the old gauntlet run. Oh, I've seen the Constitution, and yeah. When I used to live up in Maine, I mean, I used to, because of wrestling, I used to drive down to Pawtucket like every weekend. So I was always driving through Boston. I mean, I was always going to Rhode Island, Plainfield, Connecticut all the time. I was wrestling there. I was wrestling all over New England. So I never got to go on the Constitution, but I got to see it a couple times. You get to, you know, drive by and just look at it. But it was always like on a drive through, so I never got to actually like jump on it. I only got to jump on. I've only got in Key West. They have a I guess I can't remember. It's a World War II ship that the Coast Guard repurposed as a Coast Guard ship, and now it's a museum. And I think it's a Corvette, maybe a destroyer, but it's small. It's not very big. It might be a small destroyer. Let me look it up actually. The boat up, because there's a base there in Key West, and there's a really cool boat there. Let me look it up real quick. 1 second. Key West naval boat. Yeah, let me see what kind of boat this is. Yeah, it's a repurposed Coast Guard boat. Coast Guard Museum. There's your website. Here we go. Yeah, North. Yeah, it is. It's a cutter, Coast Guard cutter, I guess. I thought it was a repurposed. I thought it was a repurposed Corvette because it had the guns. It has the guns on deck and everything, but I guess it is too small. The Ingram. Yeah, it was 1936. It was made. Treasury class cutter. Okay, so it's even smaller. It's real small. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. I thought it was a little bit big. It looks so small. When you see it in person, actually, it's not like too small. It's actually a good sized ship. Okay, let's find a mission now.
Liaison officer relaying these are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
It's always escort duty. I mean, these are boring. Mediterranean's boring, so I guess I'm just gonna run the gauntlet and go back to. I was starting to do. Oops, no, actually, get rid of the. There we go. And one second. Logo. Get rid of that.
Torpedo and tube 5 maintained.
All right. You know, I should probably redo my. Yeah, it definitely seems like it's definitely not made for dudes over 6 feet and 200 pounds. It really does. It does feel like that. Okay, I'm gonna.
Course to these coordinates. Change course. Set a course to these coordinates. Dead slow ahead.
All right, we are heading out. Well, we're gonna run the gauntlet, boys. Yeah. It would be cool, but I mean, battleships basically became like relatively useless once aircraft carriers became the main way to fight. Oh yeah, they do have the Alabama. That's there. Isn't there one in near LA too? Isn't the Iowa in LA? Like in California, like Southern California. You've been on one? Oof. I've seen it from I've seen one from a distance. I've never been on one. Like it's funny. Like you can go to the Baths and Kittery and see like some of the ships. They still make some. They still make some destroyers and stuff there. It's all modern, but I like World War II, World War I and World War II stuff. In Bangor, they have a hull piece of from the Spanish-American War. It's called Old Ironsides. It's pretty cool. It's right near downtown, and it's like a big piece of the hull section. That was one of the ships that kickstarted the Spanish-American War. It was the USS. It was the USS Maine, and it's pretty cool to see that. Seeing that growing up was yeah. A big piece of the bow is still there in my hometown growing up. You see it every day. You don't think anything of it, but then you look into the history of it. It's really cool. I do want to go to Pearl Harbor. Yeah, Hawaii's up there on my list of places to visit too, for sure. I love visiting like World War I and World War II museums. Are so cool. We have where my first apartment I ever got was near this World War I, World War II museum, Coles. It's called Coles Museum, and it's in Bangor. I remember going there as a kid for like school stuff, and then as an adult, you know, I lived like, you know, well, not really adult. I was like 18, 19 years old, but I live like right down the street from it, so you could drive by it all the time and see all the cool, all the stuff they had, all the gear and all the vehicles they had. Yeah, Bangor's got a pretty cool Air Force, like, because like the Air Force is still really active in my hometown because we have an Air Force base there, and we're still one of the jump off points for all the planes that go to Europe, because we have the third largest, and Bangor has the third largest runway in the nation. So we're actually behind Cape Canaveral, Florida, and Houston, Texas for the shuttles that land, instead of going into the ocean. Bangor is actually the third stop. If a shuttle can't land in Florida and can't land in Texas, it lands in Bangor. So you get like all kinds of Air Force activity there. Weirdly enough, I remember when they caught Bin Laden and one of those Black Hawk helicopters went down. There in the silent Blackhawks. The helicopters make no noise, like zero noise. Like you're looking at it and you cannot hear it. I remember the very first time I ever saw what I thought was aliens. I was driving down this street called Ohio Street, which is right near where the air base is in my hometown, where the Air Force base is. And I remember seeing like this floating light in the sky, and it was like too high to be a plane, but like low enough that you would think it's a helicopter. And when you can visually see a helicopter, you can hear it, and it was only a few miles away, so it definitely wasn't like far enough away where it's like you couldn't hear a helicopter. It was that close, and it was spotlighting. It was like using a searchlight, and I think they were doing maneuvers. And I'm like, I remember getting out of my car because I saw it in the rearview mirror, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell is that? Like, why is that thing floating in the air? And I remember being like, oh, it must be something. So I remember getting out of my car and looking at it. I'm just watching it, not making a sound. And I'm like, dude, what is this? And like, it was right before they killed Osama bin Laden. And I remember watching it and being like, dude, what am I looking at right now? And then come to find out, like, a few months later, bin Laden got killed. And they were talking about these helicopters they were trying to scramble to save because one of them went down and crashed. And they're like, oh yeah, there's these new silent Blackhawks or Black Hawk helicopters that make zero noise. Like they were just super stealthy helicopters. Like, holy shit, that's what it was. I was seeing that stuff. They were testing that stuff at like, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and they were testing, search parties and stuff in like the forest and outside of Bangor. And I was like, oh, it's really cool. I actually get to see. Technically, I didn't even see it. It was super dark out, but it's wild that there was like a helicopter that makes no noise. Now, like, that was so bizarre to see. And it was a good size too, so it wasn't a drone. Right? This is before like commercial drones became a thing. This is going back years, like a long time ago. So, and it was big. So it was either one of those drones that the military has. You're seeing off the coast of New Jersey. That was coming back in the election. Every time something bad in the news cycle happens, or like aliens, and it's really just U.S. military testing drones. But I'm pretty sure it was a Black Hawk, one of those. I don't know, but it's literally a helicopter that makes no noise. It's pretty wild. U.S. military has some wild shit that no one knows about. They get some really wild ass projects that they work on. They're so far ahead of the curve on technology than than what you think. They say that by the time the U.S. military publicizes like new tech, when they're like, oh, look at this is our new fighter jet, it's actually like almost 20 years behind the actual technology that they have. So when you find out about like new technology that the U.S. Army has, the U.S. military, Air Force, or U.S. Navy, like when they're like, oh, we have these drones, like they're already about 10 to 15 years actually ahead of that tech as they release it. So that way they're always ahead of like all other nations in terms of technology. Like when everyone's like, oh man, China came out with these new fighters, and the U.S. is like, when China came out with those new next generation stealth fighters, these like hypersonic things, and the U.S. like military looks at it and goes, yeah, we've had that shit for like 15 years. What are you talking about? Like, we're way ahead of you guys. Like, that's why the military like doesn't like really flinch that much in terms of like when a new arms race, because the military technology that our country has is just so freaking advanced. It's wild. Like one of my cousins works in like that realm of tech. He works in the private sector now, but he worked almost like 15 years as like in the intelligence and flying drones and predators and all that stuff. Now he works in the civilian private sector for the same thing. So technically kind of works in the military realm. And he's like, dude, we have shit that like blows your mind that you just no one can know about. He's like, we have fucking weapons that are just unreal smart. Oh, those silent Blackhawks, yeah. Yeah, they are very weird. Like, it was definitely small. My brother was a crew chief on a standard Blackhawk, so he like worked on the engines and stuff. And yeah, even he didn't know about the quiet ones. Like, even like, and he was working in that field, he didn't even know about it until after they made a mention of it. I think he heard of it, but he never saw one when he was. And then this is like going back, 20 years ago when he served. When he was much younger. Okay. I am not looking forward to this, not looking forward to this run.
Man the listening room.
Yeah, apparently those quiet Blackhawks, like the only time you can hear them was like when they're directly overhead. I don't know how they muffle the sound of an engine, but they've got a way to do it, to make a quiet engine on a helicopter. They still don't like publicly show those. Like they they exist only because of was it in Pakistan where they found them or whatever, and all those countries were like running like as fast as they could to try to go find that helicopter because they know they shot it down, so everyone was trying to get their hands on it. Like Russia, China, Iran, and all of them were like trying to get to that helicopter to get their hands on it to recover it. It's because they wanted that tech, See this. Oh, this is like really, really calm water. This is not going to be good for...
Full ahead.
let's haul ass. Yes. Yep. I've heard of those too. Yeah, like they're like non-projectiles. They just let like... Yep. They had that Moab too. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe mechanic for you. That's what my brother did too. They call them crew chiefs. And we're cruising through this water. I had an uncle who was who was a Bradley. Yeah, he was an engineer on a Bradley in the or what was it? No, it wasn't the Bradley. It was no, it must have been the Bradley. With Korean War, were the Bradleys in the Korean War? Whatever tanks were used in the Korean War. Was it the Bradley? I'm going back like 30 years on this memory of my uncle. Technically, is like my uncle-in-law, but I mean, he was my uncle. He was my aunt's husband's, my mom's sister's husband's brother, but we called him Uncle Ron. But he was no. My Uncle Phil, he served in Korea as a he served in a tank. My Uncle Ron was in Vietnam. He was infantry. So Phil, that's my uncle. So my uncle worked in tanks in Korea, I believe. Pershing? Maybe it was Pershing then. Yeah, Pershing. Then that what came out in the late. That was late. Pershing came out in 45, right? Yeah, that would have been the tank we used in. That was the tank we would have used. Yeah. Must have been Pershing then. Let's throw you a guy. Let's throw you a guy for torpedo maintenance. All right, let's
Torpedo in tube 3 maintained. Change course.
Oh, this is gonna suck, dude. I hate going through Gibraltar.
Set a course to these coordinates.
This is not fun.
So tired.
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained.
Captain. An American
Desperate.
plane bombed U-156 while they were rescuing survivors. Command says no more rescues. Our safety comes first.
Despite large Red Cross flag, U-156 was bombed 5 times by an American Liberator type plane while towing 4 full lifeboats. Both parachutes temporarily out of order. Submarines stopped rescue and transferred all survivors to the boats. She was ordered to render no further assistance at any. Once again, all submarines have been told that for the safety of our own boats, must not be endangered in any circumstance. If necessary, take any steps to even break off all rescue work, as shown by the report from U-156. The commanding officer did not believe that the enemy would attack when he saw the Red Cross flag and the rescue attempts. This opinion is hard to understand. It must be assumed that he was influenced by seeing hundreds of survivors fighting for their lives. Orders dealing with bringing captains and chief engineers back remain unchanged. Oh, that's fun. I should probably dive here and check for boats.
50 meters. Man the listening room. Give me a current eco sounder reading.
There we go. I was like AFK in a Discord thing. I had this like little logo over on the left hand side of my screen. It was
At least 150 meters below the keel cap. Depth measurement was inconclusive.
well, let's find out exactly how.
Give me a current eco sounder.
I want to see how deep it is for realsies.
Depth under keel is 2. Switch to electric mode. 0 meters.
We are diving.
Meters.
Current depth 40 meters.
That should give me a decent idea. Gonna listen for some contacts. You're gonna see what we can see. Yeah, I want to get out of the Mediterranean before 43. This is good. It's gonna get spicy out here. I'd rather be out in the Atlantic. Plus, Mediterranean sucks. At least campaigns suck. It's just escort duties. Escort duties and patrols over here is boring. I'd rather just go sink ships off the coast of New York or something. I actually increased the difficulty a little bit too. I turned the AI up to normal. I tried doing the darker nights thing. Yeah, dude, that's can't see shit. I'm like, what? It's not even enjoyable. Like, it's literally just you're looking at a black screen the whole time. I'm like, why would you play this? I get it's ultra realistic, but I was like, it's still a game. I hadn't turned on food yet. That's one thing I haven't turned on. But I turned on realistic sinking, more realistic torpedoes, realistic damage. I wanted to increase this. Oh, here we go. One boat. Where's he heading? I wonder if that is a freighter. Bearing 238? Nope. Nope, not heading back. I don't know why I would head back. That'd be dumb.
Set a course to these coordinates. Change course.
Okay. And then I'll hit the hydrophone probably in this area. I'll hit hydrophone here. I should probably start running under. When I get to here, I'm gonna stay under. That is 240 kilometers. That's about I wonder if I can run 1,000 kilometers quiet under water if I am smart with my battery. Yeah.
Blow the tanks.
Get some rest. Need you guys rested.
Current depth, 20 meters.
Switch to diesel engines. Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Turn on realistic bilges too.
Turn on the electric compressor. Turn on the pump.
All right.
Man the listening room.
Need you on the listening post. Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. No, you gotta stay lookout. These two guys can sleep. He can sleep. Take a dude off him. Add a dude to the engines. You're fine. Okay. Saving. Gotcha. No boats. All right, at this point, I don't think planes are going to be out this far yet.
I'm so tired.
You get some rest. You get some rest. You navigate. Take a dude off you. Take a dude off you. Two guys, my navigator. Take these guys off. Add a guy to him. I keep two officers on. And everyone's tired except for my XO. Oh, I know. Apparently there's some mods that give it like the music, but I would play the DOS Boot soundtrack. I actually just watched it the other day. I hadn't seen that movie in so long. You forget how good DOS Boot is as a movie. Holy shit, it's really good. And then when you go play U-Boat, you're like, dude, they just rip. They just take so much from DOS Boot and just put it into this game. Yeah, the soundtrack is incredible though. Music is really, really good in that movie. And it's funny too when you go back and watch it after you watch Beer Fest, and then you see the grandfather from Beer Fest is the captain from DOS Boot, and then you see all the DOS Boot jokes they make in Beer Fest. He's like, I'm uncomfortable in these U-boats. Had a bad past previous experience. I was like, ha. Dude, that's probably like now that I'm older, like I haven't watched it since I was younger, but now that I've gotten like more into like naval stuff in the last few years, I'm probably that's gonna be a movie I'll watch a couple times a year now. I don't think it's too long. I like the monotony of it. I like that they show you like just the general, the general like kind of in between stuff, in between the action. And they do such a good job with the depth chart stuff. I guess the only scenes Yeah, it's very much like a All Quiet on the Western Front kind of ending. I guess German war films just got to be super bleak and sad at the end, you know. That's the you are too. You're 100% rooting for him. You really are. But it is nice to know, though. It is nice to know that the captain of that boat in the book, he didn't die. Like he lived. He lived to be an old man. He actually didn't die. They did the drama of the crew dying for the movie, but in the actuality, the true story, based off of the lieutenant that wrote the book, the red hair guy, the captain actually lived. So, yeah. Yeah, the ending was just, I don't know, I guess the Germans just like bleak endings. Like, if you look at a lot of German war films, are always like super rough endings in general. Because, I mean, they didn't win any of the world wars, so I guess they kind of had to, you know. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, just for the sub, just you went through all that, yeah. Just for all that to happen, just for the sub to get sunk in port, yeah, it's nuts. Okay. It is relatively at night. Okay, I gotta dive here. Let me check depth real quick. All right, now we're getting into the business end of Gibraltar right here. We're running the gauntlet in a minute. Just like in Das Boot. Netflix All Quiet was really good, but it's the same thing. I watched the original All Quiet on the Western Front, and then even with the Netflix, I literally turn off whether I watch the original or the Netflix version of All Quiet on the Western Front. I literally stopped watching it the last 20 minutes. I just can't watch that. That ending is so depressing every single time. It's just so rough to watch. I hate the ending. It's so bleak and just so shitty. Like, I like to think that they survived. Like, the two guys survived at the very end, yeah. I did see that, yep. 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 Yeah, I did see that. I don't know how true it is. Apparently there's a photo circulating. It's a really old photo that people... I mean, the general consensus is that, yeah, he did survive. Him and Eva did survive and went to Argentina. I don't know if I believe it, though, because, dude, he definitely had some sort of, like, amphetamine addiction. If you look at Hitler's videos, like, especially when he was around, like, 50 years old, right before the Reich fell, I mean, they do like him at the Olympics and shit, and he's just like, ugh. You ever seen a person on meth addiction or amphetamine addiction? That brother was hooked. And I don't know how and then they apparently had kids in Argentina. I'm like, dude, a dude who's hooked on meth probably is really sick, because apparently he might have had Parkinson's or something. He had some sort of like disease, and he had kids. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You'd be surprised what people will do to survive, though, too. The people's survival instincts can get pretty... Oh, here we go. We got ships here. Okay, we're bypassing a ship here. That's good. Well, I mean, Japan, America, Germans, like all of them were on amphetamines, especially the Air Force and the Navy. 100%. Yeah, they were on uppers and downers constantly, mostly uppers. Even U.S. pilots were on what were they called? Greenies, I think they were called. They were called Greenies. There was these little pills that they would give the American pilots to like stay up. You know, they would just, if you ever got tired, pop one of those, boom, you were good to go. Yeah. Panzer chocolate. That's right, the Panzer chocolate. Yep. They still do it now. I mean, it's very little they talk about. 100% all, you know, they still give, you know, modified nutrition to troops. 100%. You need your army. There is no rules. I mean, in all fairness, like, there are rules to war, but there are no rules to war. Like, you know, history remembers the winners, and the rules really don't apply to the winners, you know? Yep. Special forces still have it, yeah. Yep. Yeah, your tier 1 operators. Yep. If you look at all the tier 1 operators, like the guys on YouTube and stuff, you can 100% tell, like, they used to do some wild shit to keep themselves awake. Yep. They have to, man. You gotta function. Like, sleep will kill you. You know, if you're tired, you'll die. So you sleep when you can, you know what I mean? But you basically don't when you're in an active combat situation. Yeah. So that was pretty common, though. That was very, very common. Like all militaries were doing that, and especially in the early 20th century, before they really knew like the scale of like what these drugs did to people. Even if they did know what they did to people, they didn't give a shit. They're like, you're just gonna do your job. So it's war, man. There is a. Okay, so just one ship, really, so far?
Current depth 50 meters.
Okay.
Decks awash.
We're gonna run decks awash. I'm not running fully on the surface right now. We're gonna run it half ahead. Yeah, exactly. I would too. There's no question. The morals of drug use when you're in a wartime situation, dude, fucking give me whatever you got that keeps me alive. I will deal. That is a, like I said, that's a tomorrow problem. You deal with all the effects and withdrawals after the fact. At least you're still alive. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, living is much better. Can't see that ship, right? Okay, let's run night lights. Okay, we're gonna. I need all you guys to sleep. I need.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Okay, I need. Sorry, Dietrich, but I need you on the listening post.
Here.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, the United Kingdom was definitely given most of their military, like some sort of units. Yeah, the Canadians were psychopaths, though. Those are the troops who were. They had. I don't know. It's wild. The Canadians had something to prove in World War II. Yeah. Yeah. Every army was using drugs, man. They had to. Like I said, if you slept, you died. You know what I mean? If you slept at the wrong time or got tired at the wrong time, you were dead. Yeah. Yeah, maple syrup. They're just running on that maple syrup, man. They were just throwing a little bit of ketamine in that maple syrup. Keep them going. Little dab of ketamine never hurt anybody. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Canadians were. It's wild when you hear about the. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah, Tonka. We were just talking about what Malay said about Hitler. Yeah. I don't know, man. That'd be wild if it's true. They would have to, like, just get the declassified document. They're gonna need to show some hard proof, and that's how to create a. I mean, granted, it's been 80 years, but damn, I feel like that's gonna cause some tension. If that's true, if they did let, if there was an effort to get Hitler out of Germany. Like, where would they have gone? What port would they have used, though? I mean, by then, like, where would they have gotten to U-boat action? Like, because, like, at that time, in April of 45, at that point, Berlin was surrounded. I mean, what ports were they using to get U-boats out? Like, where were they working, you know? Like, what port would they have been using to get, Yeah, I guess, but I mean, how'd they smuggle them out of there? I mean, maybe a plane, I guess, is the best bet, but. Yeah, but Vichy France, wasn't Vichy France gone by then, though? In mid 45? I mean, war is just a game. It's not a rich elite game. War is just a human game. Let's be Yeah, I was gonna say, war is just a human game. It's as long as humans have been around, and it's gonna be with us for as long as our species is a species. I mean, war is as human as a lion hunting a gazelle. It's just people fight. It's just unavoidable. As long as there is weapons and as long as there's shit to be had, as long as my shit is not your shit, then there's always going to be war. I mean, it's going to be people who want something, people who don't have it, and you're going to fight over it. That's just a human part of, yeah, it's literally just in our nature. It's like telling a lion, don't kill animals. I mean, you're not going to find a vegetarian lion. You're not going to find a human that doesn't fight. Yep. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's the reason why we're as advanced as we are. I mean, the weapons are the reason why humanity has advanced this far. Yep. Yep. As much as peace is a nice ideal, it's an unreasonable expectation of humanity to have. I mean, and it's sad to say, but fuck it, man. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. You're never not gonna fight. It's inhuman. You back a person. I don't care. You can find you back Gandhi into a wall, and that dude will eventually lash out and punch. I mean, it's just it's just the reality of human beings. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, okay. I didn't really. Those ports were still active and going into the. I didn't. Man, because the Brits had pretty much control all the northern part of Germany at that point. Huh. I wouldn't have guessed those ports were still active. That's wild. If that's true, though, that's true, and they did scuttle him out of there. Oof. That is nuts. That is going to change a lot of history. A lot of books going to be written about that. But it kind of makes sense, though. They said they never found a body, and they tested the skull or whatever. They found the remains, but. Oh, dude, no way. Am I getting a storm right now? Hell yeah.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Okay. You can't really... Some sleep. Get some sleep. Take dude off you. You are gonna operate the radar detector now with the guy. You're gonna get some sleep.
Skipper.
You're gonna get two guys up to maintain engines. Alright. Yeah. It's a great character, Clone High. Yeah. I forgot about Clone High. That was good. I did forget about that. Okay. Well, this storm is very advantageous for us right now. That's haul ass. Did I hear a blip? There's no way they have planes out here in a thunderstorm. Alright. We're getting close to the strait, so... Close enough, I'm getting nervous now. Now I turn, like I said, I turned up the difficulty too on this run. Trying to get a little bit closer before I do anything dumb. Makes a difference. Yep, 80,000. Yeah, 80%, right? 40,000 went out, 30,000 died, only 10,000 survived on the German Navy, I think, or... Pretty nuts. There's 100% going to be destroyers and corvettes in this strait, so any sign. And it's so foggy out. I mean, they could be right beside us. We wouldn't even know. I don't have it. I might have to go under. I can't see shit. Yeah, let's give a listen real quick. Depth under keel.
Periscope depth. Dive to 50 meters.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's go under and see how this looks.
Switch to electric motors. Regular lights.
From regular lighting at this point.
20 meters.
It's true. Well, in all fairness, too, our guys hit
Meters.
Omaha was a little bit of a meat grinder for the Americans. It wasn't as easy as we thought. That beach stalled us out pretty hard. Yeah, the Canadian beach wasn't too bad. One of the British, it was a gold. One of the beaches with the British was a slaughter too, and then the other, and silver was like nothing. I think it was silver was like no one was there. Gold was like a yes, yeah, Juno. Like Utah wasn't bad, but Omaha was rough. Let's see what we got for
45 meters.
pretty close. Pretty wild. There's no ships here. Well, Dieppe was, yeah, that was complete. That was just terrible. Yeah. But without Dieppe, you wouldn't have had D-Day successful. You know what I mean? We learned a lot from Dieppe. Yep. Got to have those failures in order to get your successes, though. That's the thing. Is like you learn how things work. Yeah.
45 meters. Torpedo and tube 2 maintained.
Is there really nothing out here? No kidding. That is hard to believe that there's no boats here. They're all going to be right in here then. Oh, it's going to suck. I have to go super deep. I have to run.
Periscope depth. 10 meters.
Captain, we're at periscope depth, ready for surface observations.
Torpedo and tube 5 maintained. Set a course to these coordinates. Torpedo and tube 2 maintained.
Snorkel up. Snorkel was going up, right? So I'll stay under. There we go. Alright, snorkel's up. Visibility's low. And we are good.
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained. Change course.
Closing in. Alright. Oh yeah, there they are. I can see them. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but I definitely can. Yeah, there's some smoke out there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, it's about to get...
Give me a current eco sounder reading. The seabed is at least 150 meters below the keel, Captain. Depth measurement was inconclusive. Torpedo and tube 4 tank.
Let's keep an eye on this.
course to these coordinates.
Just gotta keep an eye on this. Alright, so these ships are over here heading this way, it looks like. They're heading that general direction. Should put this snorkel down pretty soon, but these guys are still heading this way, so that's good. Away. Speed, medium, medium. Away. Shit. This is gonna be fun. Well, these guys seem to be actively hunting, so this is one I gotta watch out for. I gotta dive.
Give me a current eco sounder reading.
Check depth under keel.
The seabed is at least 150 meters below the keel, Captain. Depth measurement was inconclusive. Set a course to these coordinates.
Okay.
Torpedo and 2-5 maintain. Change course. Funnel smoke. Bearing 320 degrees.
Yeah, I know what the funnel smoke. Trying to get away from this coastline, man. These are all hunters too. These are all hunters. I'm trying to do my best to avoid this. If this ship wasn't here, I'd be a little bit more... I still might go... He's heading that way, so I might head more to the right. I might head more this way. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna head... You know, I'm gonna head towards this. I'm gonna head towards this one, and then turn, and then try to get through. It seems like they're hugging more this side, Not so much this side. This guy's by himself. I can see this one. I'd rather just deal with the one. Nothing behind us, right? Someone's saying we're close. Okay. He is steaming right for us. He is heading right in our direction. These guys are going north. Okay, maybe I head... We head this way. Yeah, let's let's just head this way then. So we got to adjust. Let's head this way and go through here. Okay, now we're gonna take a hard left port. Then hopefully these guys skim by. This one, he is heading right towards me. Not away, he's heading towards me. He just turned, so I need to make a hard report.
Alarm! Enemy warships in sight. Bearing 335 degrees. I need some help here.
Let's...
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, let's
Give me a current eco sounder reading. The seabed is at least 150 meters below the keel cap. Depth measurement was inconclusive. Switch to electric motors. Dive to 100 meters. Current depth 5 meters.
yeah. Yeah, we're gonna dive at this point.
Dead slow ahead. Current depth 40 meters. Silent run.
You need to stay awake.
Current depth 70 meters.
Okay. Yeah, well, we're running through the Straits of Gibraltar, so you do not want to attack any of those ships. You will absolutely get demolished if you attack a ship inside the Straits of Gibraltar. It's like attacking a destroyer crew, a destroyer fleet in the English Channel. You just don't do that. I learned the hard way not to do that. Do not attack ships in the English Channel, at least destroyers. They send so many boats after you to hunt you down that if you live, you're so lucky. Alright, how is my...
90 meters.
Engines aren't really making a lick of difference whether I'm...
Half ahead.
Just move it normal speed then.
Current depth 95 meters.
We are deep.
Meters.
Okay. Yeah, 7 miles, right? I think it is. Fuel's good. Air quality's... I can't turn on my...
Yes, sir. I'm on it.
We're gonna run quiet now. Let's make sure.
Change course.
Almost there. As long as they're quiet. They're good discipline.
Dive to 130 meters.
All right, dive a little deeper. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna dive a little deeper. Keep the speed.
Current depth 105 meters.
Sorry. Okay.
110 meters.
Okay.
120 meters.
Okay. And so, yeah, you let these guys just kind of run through this at this point. Now we're just kind of no whammies. That's we're hoping for no whammies of this.
125 meters.
Even running through, I ran through this on the first time on the AI being easier setting. So I've actually increased the difficulty since I've been in the Mediterranean. And if they ping me, good chance they're not making it out of this.
130 meters.
How many crewmen? 20. I have six officers. No, that's my officers. I assign them roles. Total crew I think is 27, 26, 26 guys. Like half the size of an actual Type 7 U-boat, but yeah. Actual Type 7 U-boat would be like 50 guys, but they don't have you manage 50. The scale of the ship is a little off. This is the same boat they used in Das Boot, but obviously it's a much smaller version of it. I wonder if they'll ever actually make a scale to scale like U-boat version where it's like 50 dudes and the actual scale U-boat size. Be kind of cool. Please stop running, man. We're doing silent running. Let's see how everyone's looking. Do a little. Oof. She's groaning. We're deep though, dude. We're running real deep right now. Giving him reports. $135 meters deep. Yep, we're doing good. All right, let's check on the rest of the crew. They're chilling. Everyone's pretty chill. Engine room. Engine room's quiet. That's good. Well, no one's freaking out. That's one thing you got to watch out for. Is I guess we're not being hunted right now though, so that's small blessings. Right now. Yeah, we're not being hunted. Air's good. Let's see what the. I'm still swimming in this guy's baffles. Well, I'm trying to swim. I want to be in this guy's baffles. Ideally, it's harder to detect when you're in the. This one is.
Change course. Set a course to these coordinates.
Oh, this guy's gonna ping. This guy's gonna ping me.
All engines stop.
Here we go. Okay.
Half ahead. Set a course to these coordinates.
Damn it.
Change course.
Dude, that's crazy.
Change course. Change course. Change course.
No way I make it out of here.
Change course.
Yet. It's like 5 hours. I'm gonna make it out of here. Now I'll be on Foxhole later. I'll be doing Foxhole later tonight. I want to play a little U-boat. I'm not getting a sub on this war, so I gotta get my naval fix in somehow. Because it's definitely not gonna be in this war. If the war makes it to if the war makes it past the weekend, I'll be surprised, to be honest. I think this will be a short one. I want to get on Okay, everything's pretty chill. Everyone looks good. Just making sure no one starts screaming or anything. That's one thing you gotta monitor your crew for, is like the ones that look anxious or... Oh wow, Captain's already in the torpedo bay, huh? What's he doing over here? He's just chilling. Okay.
Current depth 125 meters.
Why is he all the way over here? I don't know why he's in the torpedo bay. How's the, Okay. Oh, the engines are running. I'm not gonna run the engine, so... Well, it seems pretty calm. It's good. Well, no one's freaking out in the corners or anything. Yeah, it's just a low pop war. I mean, it's gonna happen. Those wars are gonna happen. Last war was a really big slog of a fight. It was a good fight on both sides, and yeah, you can't have high numbers forever on one side over the other. It literally bounces back and forth. One side will have more than the other, and it's a back and forth game. The game is literally designed to be 50%, wins and losses. So you can't get upset when your side. Yeah, this is still the same one. I increased the difficulty level though. They did a patch update, so I can actually increase the difficulty. So I did increase it up to medium. So still haven't added food yet because one thing at a time. I increased like torpedo difficulty, realistic sinking, realistic damage, AI difficulty went up. I mean, I added some harder scale, so I still haven't added food yet. I need to though. I probably will once I get back into probably when I get back in the Atlantic. All right. Back in command. I'm in command. I think we just about made it. I think we made it. All right, you go to bed.
Last a few hours break. Turn on the ventilation. Terminate silent running. Return to normal operations.
Okay. Let's get you some guys. You're in bed.
I need some help here.
Get some maintenance on. You're good. Give you an extra guy.
Will do, Captain.
Okay.
Dive to 50 meters.
I don't think we need to run that deep. We're still gonna stay under for a little while. I can stay under for another 5 hours. We're good. Discipline's fine. Yeah, we're good. Better safe than sorry. Wow, that was way easier getting out of Gibraltar than it was going in.
Current depth 115 meters.
I think I just got lucky with that storm right outside of right on the east side of the strait. I think helped me a lot. I made a lot of ground on the surface. I could cruise pretty fast and saved me a lot of air and a lot of battery trying to get out. It seems like you really got to micromanage all your movement, though. You really got to use your hydrophone guy, and you really got to manage your
Torpedo in tube 2 maintained.
Current depth 80 meters.
60 meters. Torpedo in tube 3 maintained.
pretty good. Not out of it yet, but we're doing pretty good.
50 meters.
Something's closing in.
Change course.
All right, let's okay. All right.
Load the tanks. Current depth 45. Switch to diesel engines.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Night lights. I could use some help over here. I need some help here. Man the listening room.
Hey, you're not done yet, dude. You're listening for planes now. All right, let's get the
Turn on the pump.
turn the pumps, turn the compressors, pump the water, get a little charge going. Ventilators off. All right, good. All right. I don't know. I don't think so. Kind of like that, like what they were talking about in Das Boot, letting the current take you. I don't think so. I did stop the engines. I had a boat right above me at this rate. Trying to get out of the strait. So I killed my engines. I went full stop and stopped the engines. Turned off everything. It did detect me though. I'm surprised. It literally went right over my head. It pretty much went right over my head. So I really thought I was gonna get pinged by that one boat, whatever went over me. I am very, very surprised it did not detect me. So, but I didn't seem to move at all. All right, we're gonna get some time compression out of here. Let me see what the captain sees. Yeah. Yep. I would have thought they would have. I mean, this game, like, they obviously got a lot of inspiration from U-Boat, from Das Boot. So, all right, I'm gonna see. I do like going in the captain's point of view. I do like doing the visual stuff myself.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
So I'm not running realistic night. I'll show you guys why. Oh, there we go. So we still have a boat out here. You see that? So there's still something behind us. Well, I gotta turn off this light for a second. Ugh. Actually, I gotta turn off my own lights for a second so I can actually see. Is that another boat? Yeah, another one right here. Another boat there. And well, at least they're all behind me. That's like right behind me. That one there is literally straight behind me. Where is this other one? They're actually not far away. That is... You gotta be careful. I gotta keep an eye on those, That one seems to be steaming ahead. You know what I should do for the U-Boat stream? I should get, like, I have a blue light here. I should get a little red light when I go into different light modes. Just roleplay the shit out of it. It actually does help. I'm getting the glare on my screen because of the... I'm trying to keep the lights blocked. I need to get some better things if I want to stream during the day. Having a window right behind me doesn't help. Yeah, it'll glare at my screen no matter what. I might. Let me keep an eye on this. So I'll show you what. 1 second, I'll change the settings real quick. So you see how dark it is now, right? Let me put it on. The reason I'm not running realistic night is because of this. Darker nights. This is the realistic night. And like you can't see like anything. And this is actually a relatively clear night, to be honest. Why am I under? Where am I? Why is he not on the top? Like on the really, really dark nights, like out in the Atlantic, oh, you can't see anything. It is so dark, it's like you just can't even see. You have to use like the flashlights and stuff in the game. This is actually not as bad as it usually is, but yes, as you can see, like the game, when it wants to get like realistically dark, it does a pretty good job. I guess this is why it would be easier for a sub to run on the surface though and not be detected. Even when you use the Uzo, and the Uzo has a filter to like make it, has a night filter. Like you could, basically try to gather more light. But it doesn't help. You can't see anything. Like there's nothing. I mean, it's literally just darkness, man. You can't see anything. So that's why I'm like, and I get it. Like some people want that extreme, like kind of. But at least here, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more enjoyable when you can actually see a little bit. Maybe just for gameplay's sake. Alright, let's make sure he is doing his job. Come on. Dude. Do your job. A little bit of a lag. There we go. Alright. Not too bad. Alright, glare's fine now. That's a bad noise. That means it's a plane. Where is it? Hurry up and go under, my dudes. Please die faster. Let's go. There we go.
Captain, we're at periscope depth.
Okay.
Ready for surface observations.
Switch to electric motors. Turn on the ventilation.
Okay. should be fine getting out of here. It's that one plane. So, not too bad. Could be worse. Alright.
Report sent. I could use some help over here.
Yes, sir. Change course.
Let's see what this is. Now we're gonna go. Two ships.
Decks awash. Current depth 5 meters.
Some rest.
At last, a few hours break.
Get some rest.
At last, a few hours break.
You get some. Going decks awash. We're getting a little bit of air. There's a ship up ahead, so we're gonna hunt this out. Whatever this is, we're gonna try to get a hold of it. Let's go. And it's a pair of ships, so it's probably a destroyer and a corvette. I'll sink the destroyer and I'll run from the corvette. I'm not gonna waste a torpedo on a corvette. Or I might. If I can get a whole volley off on him, I might do that.
Man the diesel engines. Full ahead.
Let's go full ahead. Let's give you a dude.
Night lights. Turn on the diesel compressor. Turn on the electric compressor. Turn on the pump.
Torpedo in tube 4 maintained. Torpedo in tube 5 maintained.
Here we go.
Merchant ship. Straight ahead.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Change course. Full astern. Set a course to these coordinates. Change course. All engines stop.
Go over here.
Merchant ship, 70 degrees.
Spanish. Damn it, dude. Well, these ones.
Ship in sight, bearing 45 degrees.
Together.
That's British. Yes, it is. It's a C3. It's a C3. Ooh, mama. Right.
Dead slow ahead.
Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna hunt. This should be an easy kill. And mark.
Update. Target speed 10 knots. Attack parameters update. Distance 697.4 meters.
$42. Yep. All right. Here we go.
Man the listening room.
I need some help here. Yes, sir. I'm on it.
42, right? 42. Bow left. Okay. We'll just say right there, 41.9.
Update. Angle on bow 4-2 left.
Just get that speed one more time locked in on him. I like to measure twice, cut once when it comes to sinking merchant ships. It's a little bit of a far shot, but we can... I'll probably send 3 just in case. It's a far shot, so I'd rather have a little bit of a spread. I don't know. Probably the only merchant ship I'm going to run into between now and France, so... He's good.
Flood tube 1. Flood tube 2. Flood tube 3.
Okay. Let's see
Tube 1 flooded.
if we can...
2 flooded.
The gyros
3 flooded.
sinking. Put the coordinates in. Because I am not doing the math on gyroscopic... on the torpedo machine. I am not that good at math. Would be cool to learn, but it's gonna take a long time, I think. Oh, I think we're good.
Fire.
Loose. I don't... Now I play the waiting game. Now we wait. Where's that Spanish? God, I hope... I didn't even check my torpedoes. I didn't pack any Type 5s Those are the kind of track rudders. Oh man, that'd be absolutely would screw me, because if I send out Type 5s, I should have checked my torpedoes. I know I have 2 Type 5s in my stockpile, but I'm pretty sure they're not loaded in my tubes. My tubes are loaded with Type 3s. I'm pretty sure they're Type 3s. But the Type 5s will track. No! I did send Type 5s. Oh! Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Spain. I should have checked my torpedoes. Well, shit. Oh, please, God, miss. Oh, man, that's not gonna miss. Why did I pack Type 5s? I thought those were in my... I'm gonna sink a neutral ship. I'm getting in so much trouble. Oh my God, it hit it. Oh. Eee. It's a Spanish ship. It's neutral. And he is going into... This one looks like it's gonna hit.
The crew evacuates the ship. The ship is sinking.
And then that one missed.
Change course.
Shit.
Port sent.
Well, damn. Not looking good. The port. We were talking about Gibraltar, yeah. I just got through it. I guess it might not be. Yeah, I heard Singapore's not looking good. Wasn't looking good in Heartlands either. I saw that they, He's zigzagging now.
Faster, faster.
Let's speed up my intercept speed for this dude a little bit. Another way to load more tubes too. Now I wish I had my Type 5s. Now it's the only ship out there. It'll track it no matter what. I had a feeling I had Type 5s in my storage, and I thought I loaded all my Type 3s into the tubes, but I need to start checking ahead of time.
Attack parameters update. Speed 7 knots. Update. Distance to target 4392 meters.
I'm gonna still say... I'm gonna say 63, no matter what. Yeah.
Flood tube 2. Flood tube 3. Flood tube 4.
Tube 2 flooded. Tube 3 flooded. Tube 4 flooded.
Fire!
Yeah, I feel bad sinking that ship. kinda.
The torpedo has covered half the distance.
Ooh.
Tube 3 loaded.
These are... What kind of torpedoes are these? Is it... Type 3, Pistol 2, Type 3... Ah, now these are my Type 3s. These are my good ones. Oh, we'll find out in a minute if we're gonna hit. I don't think so. We might. Nope.
40 seconds to impact.
We're gonna...
Set a course to these coordinates.
Just gonna miss.
20 seconds. 10 seconds to impact. It's a miss.
Tube 2 loaded.
Set a course to these coordinates. Faster. Faster. Change course.
Tube 4 loaded.
Move in for an intercept.
And Tube 1 maintained. Torpedo and Tube 2 maintained.
Faster. Faster.
Torpedo and Tube 3 maintained. Torpedo and Tube 4 maintained.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Yeah, okay, you can see me.
Full ahead.
Captain,
We know the drill.
We've been
Let's turn
spotted.
the tables on these hunters, shall we?
Using their deck guns on me. Trying to.
Attack parameters update. Speed 8 knots. Attack parameters update. Distance 1,
Message
5,
received.
3, 8 meters. Update. Angle on bow 1, 0, 3, bow left. Flood tube 1. Flood tube 2. Flood tube 3. Flood tube 4.
Tube 1 flooded.
Fire! The torpedo has covered half the distance. 40 seconds to impact.
Oh, you're toast, bud.
We've been
Night night. Whammy. Ooh. And that's a bingo. That's a bingo. That's a bingo. And Yahtzee. A little overkill, but put one in each compartment. Not bad. Hell yeah.
Change course.
Uh-oh. Let's go that way.
Full ahead.
Full tilt. Shoot off him.
Need some help here.
Will do, Captain.
Go to
At
bed.
last, a few hours break.
You
Man the navigation station.
go that way. You go that way. And then that way. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you play as a German U-boat captain during World War II. Yeah, they don't have an American or British or Russian or Japanese version yet. It's just the German campaign. Yeah, it's an interesting take on it. I mean, the German, the Germans. It's because in reality, the German Navy was the underdog in World War II. I mean, the fact they were able to do as much as they could against the Royal Navy, which is the best navy on Earth, at the time. So, oh yeah, love Dust Boot. Just watched the other day, actually.
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained.
All right, so at least we got that. We're gonna see. We gotta see what happens now. All right. All right, I gotta see how many torpedoes I got left. I don't think I have many. Maybe 3. Normal.
Lights.
2 in the front, 2 in the back. Type 3s.
Depth 55 meters.
Okay. So these are maintained. My dudes get some sleep. Yeah, you only have a limited number of torpedoes, yeah. Just like a real thing. You can bring I can bring 12. I got 4 tubes, so I can have 4 preloaded, and then I can have 8 on standby in my in the bow, and then I have a single torpedo launcher in the stern with 1. So I have 2 type. See, I thought I packed all my type 5s in my stern. That's where I put. These are the ones that track. They have a homing mechanism for propellers. I thought I only had type 5s in the rear, but apparently I had some type 5s in the bow as well. So I was trying to make it so I didn't have any type 5s in the front, the ones that have tracking on them. I don't like those ones. Yeah, it's not a lot. Most submarines didn't come with a lot of ammunition, like a lot of torpedoes. I think like even the American subs had, was it the Gato class or whatever they're called? They had 6 tubes in the front, I think 4 in the rear, and then you could have 10 extra torpedoes in the bow for your tube. So I think they had I think they could bring about 20 torpedoes. And the Germans, I'm not necessarily sure how many you could put on a U-boat. Probably 16 to 20, or on a real German U-boat. Now, this isn't the scale of the actual size of a Type 7. Because you only have like half the crew size of an actual Type 7. Type 7 U-boats, so you have like 50 dudes. This is like essentially the same kind of model that the Das Boot was made off of. The same kind of stuff. If you look at it, You can actually, it's pretty cool because you can, like, I just literally just got done watching Das Boot this weekend, over the weekend, and like the engines are the same, the engine room's the same. That's pretty cool. They do a good job. The galley is like the galley, the bunk systems, the bridge, conning tower, and all that, and even the even like your, obviously your hydrophone operator, the guy is always like listening. He's always like, oh, looking back at the captain. Captain would be sitting here. He'd be sitting here like looking. Like he is right now. Like the captain's sitting right there. He's just resting though. And then crew quarters and your bow torpedoes. This is a lot cleaner and less cramped than a real U-boat. U-boats are way more cramped than this. Not really, no. No, actually, it usually took a couple torpedoes. Ships are relatively, like, like your standard merchant ships. Yeah, you could probably sink it, but I mean, hitting a, you got to remember that, hitting a ship, you obviously didn't have this, like, God mode view that I have, So, like, this view is obviously very, very, very strong, and I can see things that they can't actually see. But in reality, you're doing everything on a piece of paper, and you're tracking everything on a piece of paper, and you're listening, and you're hoping that your hydrophone operator is really, really good at his job, and he's actually tracking propeller noises and all that, and trying to intercept. So, yeah. Yeah, I watched the original German. I watched it in German language, yep, with subtitles, Yep, absolutely is, yeah. I only watch movies with subtitles. I never watch, I hate dubbed films. I'd rather read the subtitles than listen to dubbed stuff. You never get the real actor's voice is the way to go, even if you don't understand what they're saying. But in actuality, almost all the actors in Das Boot spoke fluent English, and they dubbed themselves in the English version of the film. I was reading on the notes of the film the other day. I just happened to, I always bring up IMDb when I'm watching a film. I like to see a little trivia and stuff on them. But all the actors except for one did all their own subtitles for the English version. Okay. All right, let's hit these guys.
Turn on the ventilation.
And they're 80. Whoa, 48. Oh, wow, it's an entire convoy coming my way. Damn, I really wish I didn't waste my torpedoes. 48 ships. Wow.
Set a course to these coordinates.
You know what? I'm gonna head this way. Maybe I can tag him on the way out.
Decks awash. Switch to diesel engines.
Aircraft approaching head-on. Bearing 320 degrees.
Crash dive.
Good thing I did decks awash.
We've risen to the surface.
Affirmative.
They sent planes after me. Son of a bitch. Of course they did. Oh, it's the tail gunner shooting at me. He didn't drop any depth charges on me yet. Is he turning on me though? I assume he is.
Switch to electric motors.
Damn, dude, I surfaced at the wrong time. Glad I went decks awash.
25 meters. Dive to 100 meters.
Should be fine.
5 meters.
Man the radio room. Man the listening room. I can
Well, that was dumb of me to do. Should have gone periscope first before I just surfaced. I was just trying to really get a little bit of air before to make sure my engines and my ventilation, my air quality was good. Get some air before I go back under to hunt this aircraft convoy. I got 2 torpedoes left, so I might as well use them.
100 meters. Set a course to these coordinates. Change course.
21.
Change course. 95 meters. Periscope depth. 75 meters. 50 meters. 30 meters. Alarm canceled. 10 meters.
Captain, we're periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Oh yeah. I knew it. Mama. Here we go. No planes? It doesn't look like it. Big ass convoy.
Captain, we have reached our target.
Change course.
Port set.
All right, let's see. Why is it lagging?
Destroy a well-oiled machine. Let's show the enemy what a U-boat can do.
Can't even. It's 90 degrees. You can't even see it. You can't even see any of these ships yet.
Tube 2 maintained.
These ones are close.
Half astern.
It's at 109. Ones are at 109. Oh shit. That's at 109. That's a destroyer. Oh, I love Dust Boot. Such a good film. Oh, this is really calm water too, so they're definitely gonna see me if I don't play it smart. Oh, I can see.
Slow astern.
He is going fast. Damn. No. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go.
Half astern.
I'm gonna pulling it back. I'm going to throw it in reverse, Terry. All right, that thing's going hella fast. This dude. They're gonna have good screening. I'd rather hunt this in a pack, but I don't. I have 2 torpedoes and. Oh, if I could, I don't know if I can make it in there. I suppose if I went under, popped up underneath him, or I could just wait for him to go by. I could just wait for him to go by and hit him in the ass. I might do that. I'll just have to keep an eye on this one.
All engines stop. Convoy in sight, bearing 50 degrees.
Oh, I shouldn't have sent this.
Report sent.
Fuck. Damn it, dude. That was stupid. Do that. Forget they can detect me now. They can detect my transmissions.
Full ahead. Dive to 80 meters.
Current depth, 5 meters.
Damn it, dude. That was dumb. Okay. Give me a second. I gotta hit the bathroom. We're gonna pray now. Command. Everyone's on position. Do damage control.
Yes, sir.
1 second.
Take care of it.
I shouldn't have said that.
20 meters.
Dumb.
Current depth 55 meters.
Meters.
Got myself a refreshing beverage.
80 meters.
And now we're gonna play Das Boot for real. Oh, thank you, Daria. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Let's see how this looks. I mean, I should be able to get out of here. I mean, they're way far away. There's.
Destroyer, 325 degrees. Destroyer, 300 degrees.
Yeah, they're stressed.
280 degrees. Destroyer, 295 degrees.
Nothing's close. 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 10 to 20. 10 to 20. No way they track me. 20 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 10. Okay, we're getting away. Well, that's good at least. just keep the alarm up for a little bit. Alarm's over.
Alarm
Alright.
canceled.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Last a few hours break.
You go to bed. You take over that.
Man the listening room.
Use some manpower. You take over navigation. Captain will be the navigator for now. And turn on ventilation. And he's still moving towards me, so I gotta stay under for a little bit. Bring it to 50.
50 meters.
How fast we going?
Half ahead.
Okay. Well,
Depth,
all right.
75 meters.
We're good. Gonna stay under for a little while longer. Better be safe than sorry. They're definitely sending planes like over this area too, so I gotta stay under.
60 meters.
Alright, got spotted once by plane by one of them submarine planes, anti-submarine planes. So Pelicans or whatever they are.
50 meters.
How's everyone doing? Everyone chill? Discipline's 98. We got some food. We got some varied dishes. Too much work from the officers. I only have like... Well, I guess I do have...
Torpedo and tube 5 maintained.
Let's give you a guy to work. You go to bed. Okay. And the time compression do their thing.
55 meters.
Just 2 signatures. Moving away. Moving away. All right, good. Maybe we lost them. Time is it? It is 9 o'clock in the morning. So let's just head due west now. Due west up here. Stay up the coastline. We're going to Brest. It's not gonna be. We're gonna go right as close to England as we can get. Right there in 1943. Going into 1943. This is gonna be a good idea. All right, let's bring it to periscope depth. Do a little look around, a little looky-loo before we surface in daytime. I shouldn't be anywhere near the surface at daytime, but we are 3 hours away from depleting our battery. We ran this thing pretty hard overnight, so I had to stay under pretty much all night long.
Current depth, 25 meters.
Almost there, almost at the surface.
Captain, we're periscope depth. Ready for surface observation.
Oh, why did we breach? I didn't want to breach. Do a little look around. All right. We want to attack periscope. Let's put the old snorkel up. Put you on depth steering. Let's keep it nice and low. Water's pretty calm, but I want to charge the I need to charge the battery. Get some better. So we need to get the snorkel up. I love watching. I'm gonna miss the snorkel going up. I like watching the snorkel go up. There we go. Now we are running on gas. This is pretty much the Warden sub. This is the Naki. If you look at it, this is pretty much the Naki. Well, technically the Type 2 is more the Naki, the Warden submarine, but this Type 3, this Type 7 is a very close variant of the Warden's Naki sub. The closest comparison to the Colonial sub is the M class. It's pretty weird. The Trident, the Colonial submarine, is such a. They kind of had fun with that one. You could tell they got a little more creative. Like the Wardens, they just went straight U-boat. But with the Colonial one, they kind of mixed a couple different countries and get that aesthetic, that Colonial aesthetic, which is pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna let the battery charge. We are good. All right. Nothing detected yet. No planes. All right, so we are going to Dexa Wash. I want to use the no, I need you.
Man the listening room.
I need some help here.
We're gonna go Dexa Wash a little bit.
What's sent?
All right.
I could use some help over here.
Get some sleep. Dude's on lookout. Dude's looking out for planes. We should be good. Hopefully. See how it goes. Now we just go to France. Hopefully relatively chill. Only got 2 torpedoes left, so not much else I can do in the time being.
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained.
Get some sleep.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
You need to get some sleep.
Just a few hours break.
You can navigate.
Man the navigation station.
I could use some help over here.
You get some sleep. Alright, got 2 officers on. It's quiet. Is it foggy out? It is. Alright, weather's relatively friendly for me. Yeah, visibility is shit right now. Oh. For that moon, I thought that was the sun. I thought it was a contrail for half a second with the cloud clearing it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So far, my kill count this mission, sunk 2 boats. I sunk 2 merchant ships. I was I'm doing the run out. I'm leaving the Mediterranean. I'm going from La Spezia to where am I going to? Not La Rochelle, but Brest, maybe. Brest. I'm going to Brest right now. So I had to do the run from La Spezia all the way up here in northern Italy, get through right through the Strait of Gibraltar. Actually did it without getting detected. I was actually pretty surprised I made it through here. I made it through, didn't get detected. I intercepted right here, intercepted two merchant ships and then almost intercepted an entire like 50 boat convoy right here, but I couldn't. The screening was way too high. It was way too many destroyers to even make an attempt on it. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, for leaving, just from going from one port to another port to sink 2 merchant ships on the way out of the Gibraltar Strait, it's not bad. I'll take it. All right, we're gonna stay decks awash. Gonna burn a lot of fuel, but now it's night out, right? Should be. Oh yeah, well, we can go full tilt. Let's go. Running on the surface. Running on the night lights. We are good. Turn the pump on. Yeah, we are. Still gonna do the Bay of Biscay run, yeah. Yeah, that was absolutely dead. That's like a super like they bait you so hard in this game. They're like, hey, you got 50 ships going for you. They don't tell you that like 20% of those ships are destroyers and corvettes like suited for hunting you. All the while they have air support too. So they have ships like they have planes looking for you, and so you can't even you can barely catch your breath, you know, to sit there and lurk and wait for an intercept. Like you can't, there's nothing you can do. They're absolutely looking for you. So I'm going back to the Atlantic where I can just go hunt in the Black Pit. I'd rather just go out there and hunt in wolf packs. Yeah, the Mediterranean campaign in this game is very boring. It's just nothing but escort duty. Every mission is an escort or a light patrol in the Mediterranean. I was like, oh, that's not. I mean, I like patrolling, but I like patrolling in the wolf packs. I prefer to do that. Weather's still shitty. All right, you go to bed. You go on watch. You go. You're on deck. You go to bed. Sleeping. Put a guy on you. I'll put 2 guys on you. We're gonna go fast. I want to get out of here. I want to get on my next mission. It was a cool mission though. I mean, I do like it was more fun to run through the Gibraltar thing than any other mission I was doing in the Mediterranean. All the Mediterranean stuff was just nothing but escorts. I was like, this is boring. Just sinking the occasional destroyer or corvette, which is pretty easy. When they're in pairs, it's not hard. You can usually set it up. You can usually time both down and sink them both on one torpedo volley. Now what?
Captain?
Why, Bernard, why are you spreading rumors about my hydrophone operator? No, you're court-martialed, bud. Don't be a dick. And these guys, man. Disciplines.
On duty. Ready for duty. Man the listening room. Man the navigation station. Man the radio room.
All right, let's get a... Doing the Biscay run though, so this is not going to be the Bay of Biscay run is going to be definitely full of planes. And the closer I get to Brest, the more likely I'm going to be to run into planes. One thing I haven't used yet, I haven't used these anti-aircraft guns at all. I haven't even tried. I always just dive as soon as I see a plane. I don't want to shoot planes. I'm good.
last, a few hours break.
At last, a few hours break.
You rest.
A few hours break.
Give me a current eco reading. Half ahead.
The seabed is at least 150 meters below the keel, Captain. Depth measurement was inconclusive.
All right.
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained.
Time for a break. At least a few hours break.
Man the diesel engines. Man the listening.
I could use some help over here.
To be daytime soon. Probably should go under as I go into near the port of Brest. Then they're gonna be raiding. There's gonna be for sure Air Force, Royal Air Force in the area. Like, there's no way there's not at this point. There's no way there's not Air Force planes. I mean, it's Air Force, Royal Air Force Base at Sandoval is right there. That is well within range.
Change course. Set a course to these coordinates. Contrail. Bearing 50 degrees. Alarm! Aircraft in sight. Bearing 50 degrees. Dive to 50 meters.
Did see me?
Torpedo and tube 5 maintained.
What is it? Oh, he's coming in. Oh, wow, he's really gonna try. Oh, he's a. Does he have a torpedo? Oh, shit. $25 meters down. Dive to 85. No way he.
Current depth, 45 meters.
Okay.
Dive to 40 meters.
Boy, hit the bottom. Wow. Shit.
25 meters.
Wow, I bottomed out.
45 meters.
I did not realize it was this shallow.
Give me a current eco sounder reading.
Lucked out there. Ooh. Yep.
25 meters.
Depth under keel is 30 meters.
The hell's that sound?
Dive to 35 meters.
Go a little bit deeper.
Faster, faster.
Haul ass.
30 meters.
Give me a current eco sounder reading.
See?
40 meters.
Depth under keel is 20 meters.
Dive to 45.
I'm gonna go a little bit deeper then. I knew it.
35 meters.
Ooh. I am. Okay.
Regular lights. Alarm canceled.
I'm just gonna stay chill
45 meters.
and stay under. That was close. I didn't think I was gonna dive in time. I thought he had torpedoes. I thought it was a torpedo plane. I thought I was like, oh man, I'm done. I'm done. I didn't think I was gonna be able to dive in time. Luckily, I had my dude here. He can go back to torpedoes. Maintain those.
Man the radio room. Man the listening room.
I need some help here.
Will do. I could use some help over here. Yes, sir. I'll take care of it.
Turn on the ventilation. Periscope.
Right, it did look like a torpedo. Yeah, I thought it did too. I was pretty sure it was.
Current depth 40 meters.
I was like, okay, this is how it is. I was like, I had a good run, man. Been running this crew since 1939. Got almost 3 years in with these guys. So, yeah, we'll just run it at periscope depth till we get into port.
20 meters.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Report sent.
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained. Torpedo and tube 2 maintained.
We're in shallow waters, Captain.
Decks awash. Current depth 5 meters. Give me a current eco sounder reading.
Okay. Here into the coast of France.
Turn on the diesel compressor.
Depth under keel is 3.
Turn on the electric compressor. Turn on the pump. Switch to diesel engines.
Let's put you back on.
At last,
Good.
a few hours break.
You're good. All right. Anvil. Yeah. Yeah, they dropped the barrels once. I mean, once it dropped, I think the way they animate the plane, I guess, is just the way it's animated. It looks like a torpedo. Apple hasn't really drawn my attention, honestly. It's still in a super early form, and it hasn't really drawn me in. I like that era of history is like not so much for me. That's why I like Foxhole so much. I'm really into World War I and World War II history, so that's the reason why I play Foxhole so much. I just really like that game. And as you can tell, that's why I play UBOAT too. I just like World War II era history. That part of history is just really interesting to me. And to be honest, like Anvil's combat just looks super boring. I mean, I love Siege Camp. They make my favorite video game, but you know, I'm trying to be objective when I'm saying like the game looks good. It's a good looking game. Mechanically, it looks relatively sound, but the combat just looks not fun at all. So, I don't know. And if I wanted to role play and play Peasant Simulator, which is what basically, you know, Anvil kind of is at this point, I'd just play Rust or something, you know. But nah, you know, Foxhole gives me it. Foxhole scratches that MMO massive war scale game that itch, and I like all the mechanics of Foxhole. I love all the vehicles and being able more night level up. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight though. It just looks boring. I'm not gonna sit there and like. What's the fun of the game? You just sit there and shield wall. That's all you do. You just shield wall everything. Shield wall or use bows and arrows. That's all there is to the game. There's not much more depth to it in terms of the fighting. The fighting needs they need an absolute. They need. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they're gonna do about it, but.
Torpedo and tube 5 maintained.
This lag's a little bit nice. Oof. It gets a little choppy when you get closer to land. Every time I get close to land, it gets a little choppy.
Man the listening room. Turn on the electric compressor.
Last a few hours break. I could use some help over here. Torpedo and tube 1 maintained. Torpedo and tube 2 maintained.
Alright, we are getting close to the city.
Small group bearing 10 degrees.
Oh. Hmm. Pulling in. Let's see what kind of missions I get. I haven't been to Brest in a while, so.
Full ahead. Half ahead.
That was another little Type 7 right here. It's
Set
cool.
a course to these coordinates.
Bernard Schultz was arrested. What a dummy. Let's see the report. Determine the course of Monte Saha freighter. Sinking Monte Saha freighter. I'm gonna get in trouble for sinking that freighter. Oh, a ship was registered in the USA and was carrying fruit from New York to Gibraltar. The ship flew a false flag of Spain. It was a lying ship, so I did sink it for good. Ah, nice. Okay. Utilities from New York to Gibraltar or gross riches. Wow, nice, dude. Got some serious tonnage sunk there. That was a US ship. Nice. Just lying. Not bad. Well, that's cool. Alright, well, I need to hire a new...
This may be your new crew. Let me know if you want to see their files.
Gotta replace a crewman. Is Herman out of jail? Oh, Eric's out of jail. Nice. He killed a guy. He threw a dude off my boat. But the dude was like making rumors about his girlfriend or something like that, so he was arrested and put in jail, but he killed the dude. He killed Johan, one of my other crew members. Yeah, he killed him as we were pulling into Spain the first time. He threw him off the deck. He literally beat the shit out of him and threw him off the boat. It was pretty funny. Alright, let's refuel.
Take a look.
Show me what you got.
5 maintained.
Buy some fuel. Fuel. Torpedoes. Let's go some Type 3s. Type 3. Type 3. 3. Type 3. Type 2. Type 2. Damn. There's some Type 1s. Tubes. Type 3s. Damn, it's all Type 1s now. I guess Type 1 fat, Type 1 fat, Type 1 3. Alright. Guess we're good. Alright. It's fine. That. Alright, let's see what kind of.
Serve as the liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. How may I assist you today, Captain?
We've been notified by a friendly vessel of a possible target within our vicinity.
What?
Good luck on your next mission, Captain. Stay safe out there.
Convoy AM-49, distant northeastern course.
Consider it done, sir.
Receiving a message. Where is this? Oh, it's a convoy this way.
Another U-boat has just reported a possible target within our range.
Convoy AM-972. Course 32. He's heading. That's northeast. +8 kilometers. 2 to 5 ships. Damn, that is close. Well, let's send me on patrol. Let's find a.
Serve as the liaison officer. These are current.
All right, Klaus. Yeah, it's on Steam. Yeah, U-boat. It's just called U-boat. It's on Steam. Yeah.
We've been notified by a friendly vessel of a possible target within our vicinity.
Going to the Black Pit.
Torpedo and tube 3 maintained.
Now we're gonna go patrol. Hey, Lightly Salted. What's going on? How are you?
Set a course to these coordinates.
I don't think I can intercept that.
Half ahead.
It's moving away. There's no way I can intercept that in time. It's heading right into it. All right, so I'm going into the Black Pit. Going out into the middle of the Atlantic. We're gonna go on a hunt. Hopefully, we'll find a convoy out there and some other friendly U-boats. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, had a pretty solid morning. Good afternoon. Had a good afternoon. Been chilling. Kitty's working from home today, so I'm just streaming while she's working out in the other room, just hanging. Trying to keep her super chill and relaxed. Yeah, it's been a pretty nice day. Been nice, really nice day. Got my today's my off day from the gym, so I just do cardio today, and I got that in earlier. I'm gonna still go for my walk later before I stream tonight. Probably when she gets out, she'll be out of work. Probably after this run, I might. We're probably gonna go for. We usually go for like a nice long walk, like 4 or 5 miles, and get some dinner and all that. Trying to stay active with her, trying to keep more active now, as active as she can be now that, you know, we got a baby on the way. So we're trying to keep up our fitness levels. I've actually been trying to turn up my fitness levels a little bit. Nope, haven't been playing that long. No, I've only been playing about a month and a half or so. So I love submarines. So in my main game I play, which is Foxhole, I play on the submarine a lot. I have a sub crew on that game, and I like it. Yeah, this game's really fun. Yeah, this is really good. I really enjoy this game. This really gives me, like, because like I play a lot of Foxhole, right? And Foxhole has a really good naval element to it, but you have to, as the wars start out and as they progress, the wars take around anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to, you know, running 24 hours a day. The wars take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to really run through a full war cycle. And you have to kind of wait for that, for naval to tech in that. So right now we had a new war just start last week, and we're barely into using like early patrol boats and that part of the war. So we haven't even teched dry dock subs, frigates, destroyers, or anything like that yet. So I really like the naval elements, one of my favorite parts of the game. So this really gives me my fix, I really like it, to be honest. I like the Trident for that reason, though, because I actually don't get too worried. The only time I ever have a problem with the Trident is when it's 2-on-1. If it's 1-on-1, I have no problem taking on a frigate or even another sub. That's not a problem. It's when it's 2-on-1, there's nothing you can do. It's unavoidable. That's pretty much real for real life too. You're not going to be able to do much. What's this? Steamer Square BF 228. Force 267 with slow speed. Where is this? BF 228? BF 22. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going in there. Dude, no way. Go hunt stuff in the English channel. That's insanity, dude. Oh, Wolfpack. Yeah, I started playing this game because of Wolfpack. Yeah. On YouTube. Yeah, he's the reason I started playing the game. Yeah, he's fantastic. Yeah, I watch his videos all the time. I love his Silent Hunter series. I love his YouTube stuff. I only started playing this because of him. Yeah. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah. He makes some really good videos. I love the he kind of makes them like episodes, like an episodic TV show. It's really, really good. Yeah. Oh, the same name? I've heard of it, haven't seen it. No, I've only watched the games I was keeping in touch with were mostly Silent Hunter and U-Boat. Once I discovered U-Boat, then I started like going back a little bit, researching like all other submarine simulation games. Yeah. Type 7 gameplay but first person. Oh, no kidding. That's pretty cool from a first person point of view. The reason why I like U-Boat so much, I love the crew element of it. That's why I like Foxhole submarines so much, is because of the crew element makes it super dynamic. When you have multiple people running one machine and you have to all coordinate together, it's insane. That's why I love Foxhole's naval element. It's so hard to operate a large ship. It's the destroyers, forget a battleship, man. Battleship's insane. You're managing 30 plus actual people in different positions when you're going into combat. Oof. Sub's the same. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Is it 5 actual people per boat? That's pretty interesting. I'll have to check it out. Sure. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Fox doesn't have that yet. It would be cool if you could use codes. I mean, you can basically use Discord to try to get around intercepting messages and stuff. Put you on. Yeah, you're fine on the engines. Not too worried.
I could use some help over here.
Not a lot of work. It is 5 in the morning. Look for planes, and we're good. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's just iron. And when it comes to operating the tridents and stuff in the game, it's iron sharpens iron. You just have to keep, like, every single time, dude. Every single time we take our sub out, it pretty much gets sunk. But every single time we do it, it gets less and less. Like, not every single time, but, like, you know, when we go into like deep enemy territory with it, or we're looking to, like, you know, play super hard to paint, yeah, we get sunk. But we're getting better and better at hunting targets and actually slamming torpedoes. Like, this past war was the first war we've torpedoed 2 different subs in combat underwater, which is really hard to do. Torpedoed 2 different frigates, torpedoed a battleship twice. I mean, this is our most active with using torpedoes in the game, which is, you know, one of the hardest elements of Foxhole Naval is using the torpedo system, and while getting away unscathed. And when we use the deck gun like nobody's business, I mean, the 120 deck gun is the best part of using the Colonial submarine is the fact that we have heavy artillery on our sub. I mean, it's so cool to go deep into enemy territory, surface, level a, you know, facility, and then bug out. I mean, we did that twice, 2 or 3 times, like last war. Kept wrecking and husking ammo factories on the coastlines. Like, anytime the Wardens were putting anything up in Nevish on the coastline near their sulfur fields, we would send our sub up there and just level it. And if it wasn't our sub, we were doing it with our gunboats. But yeah, we had a super fun time. It's just, yeah, and every time we get hunted down, you know, it happens. But I mean, that's part of the game, is that, you know, you're going to win some runs and you're going to lose some runs. But it's better to get the practice in now, because I really feel like when Airborne comes out this summer, we're going to have a whole lot more water and probably some rework of a lot of the naval mechanics, I assume, this summer when they unlock the bigger map with the airplanes that are coming. That's all, you know, it's all guesswork, but just, you know, statistically in the past, 100% of the time they ever added new patches, like big patches like that into the game, that always comes with a bigger map. So yeah, man, I mean, the Trident is really fun. It is the most fun ship for sure. Because it's so high risk. It's the hardest ship in the game is the submarines. The Naki and the Trident are the hardest vehicles to operate in the game, no question. Destroyers, it's super easy. Battleships, they're easy to operate, hard to manage, but the Trident, there is zero room for error. You just cannot make a mistake. So that's how submarines work, though. They're hunter killers, man. They're not made to engage or ambush, pop up, torpedo, go under, get out. You can't, and the thing is too, you kind of have to trust your instincts. Like, when you send your torpedoes, you need to send your torpedoes, then you need to dive. Like, you need to go right to like 20 meters, dive, and like veer off. Like, you have to just assume that your target's gonna hit, you know, or torpedo from underwater, you know, if you can. Yeah. The only thing they need to do with subs is make them dive deeper. They just don't dive deep enough. Yeah. Oh, you've been playing this Salted ever since 2019? Damn, dude. Yeah, this game's been around for a minute. I got the this is the an extended pack. I'm really digging this game though. Yeah, I love submarine. As you can tell, I love submarine gameplay. So if you ever get a chance to check out Foxhole's stuff on submarines, they're really, really good. Like I said, it's not quite as complex in Foxhole. Every single thing is player made, so every single torpedo, drop of gas, every single resource, you have to load each submarine by hand, like literally load shells into the shell rooms. You have to load the torpedoes, even the maintenance. You have to maintain the engines, maintain the torpedoes, all that. You got to have a conning tower. So like, it's pretty cool. It's a very sophisticated game to play. Not as deep as this. Like, you don't need food or anything, but you need an engine. You need a guy operating the engines. You need a guy operating all 3 ballasts. You know, your mid ballast, bow ballast, and stern ballast. You have a helmsman, a dive officer, a navigator, you know, and your captain, who's your captain's basically your navigator, and your periscope and your vision. And then you have your torpedo operators. You have 2 torpedo operators, a sonar operator, and a sonar officer. And then you have a damage control crew, and then you have a torpedo load and reload guy. Yeah, it's super cool, super cool. I mean, the game is incredible on scale, and I'm just giving you a very, very small slice of what it is. But if you like submarine stuff, Foxhole is really, really cool for it. It's about two fictional countries at war with each other 24/7, and it's a massive MMO. And every single thing you see in the game is player made. Everything. Every tool, gun, bullet, uniform, vehicle, every single thing is player made. You got to make the dry dock to make the ships. Then you have to actually gather resources and produce it, ship in the parts for the ships, and then construct the ships at the dry dock. Then you have to take it out to arm it and all that. It's really, really cool. It's a logistics game with a World War I, World War II style era of war thrown in the mix. And it's very, very deep game. It's really cool. That's my shame. I shamelessly plug that game constantly, man. I love that game. It's my main one. It's how I made Partner. I stream that game about literally 99% of the time I stream that game. When I know this war that we're doing right now is probably never going to hit the naval phase. We're pretty much getting dominated right now in the current war. And so we're probably never going to hit even naval tech, I don't think. If we make it to the weekend, I'll be surprised. So,
Torpedo and tube 1 maintained.
yeah, see if I can buy your question. Yeah. I mean, I did a little bit of run with AEW during the pandemic era. I got stuff on YouTube. You can, here's if you ever want to check out, I mean, I'm streaming live on YouTube as well. But if you ever want to see, I'll show you, you should be able to hit the iYouTube command, but why is this? 1 second, let me, I'll put my YouTube channel in there. I have a lot of Foxhole clips and stuff in there, but I also have some wrestling in there as well. Here's my channel. Just tried updating my channel commands. Yeah, I tried updating my channel commands and they didn't work yesterday, so I have to kind of but they're there. Yeah. Yep, I have a bunch of stuff on there. I did a little bit. Wrestled on national television for quite a few years and out of Las Vegas for like Pop TV, which is the former Spike TV, and a couple other channels and stuff. Yeah. Instagram, YouTube, and my Discord. Those are my main commands right now. Should be my cloud bot. Let me check. I don't know why my YouTube's not working though. I just fixed it yesterday. Ever since I started. Where's my commands? Commands right here. Yeah, it should work. Command is updated. I don't know why that didn't work. Yeah, my Discord, my Instagram, and my YouTube is literally just updated it. Yeah. Yeah, well, I use Stream Elements. I use Streamlabs desktop and all that. I do use Stream Elements too. Yeah. That's why I like subs Evil Dog. I mean, honestly, Evil, you got to do. You have to do like drills. I mean, you have to find the Origin Bay is typically a really good place to do it, or you could probably do it in fingers at the moment. But the best thing to do is do what the military does: do war games with yourself. Like, find a crew and build a sub, take it out for runs, practice going in forward, going in reverse, crash diving, holding patterns, hunting. And why not take a dude out? Why not get your sub crew, find an extra 2 guys that can go out and iron ships, and then practice hitting moving targets with your torpedoes, and practice trying to dodge them and stuff. Practice moving tracking, practice static tracking, and just trying to hit a moving target. I mean, you guys might get weapons locked and stuff, but oh, thank you, Salted. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate you hanging out. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, check, you have to do those kind of things. use an iron ship in place of a a frigate. You know what I mean? Like, and practice tracking targets. Like, practice your sonar operator. Your sonar operator is like super important. It's actually one of the most critical positions. I think it's the most critical position because he's going to be the guy that's pretty much tracking your targets. If you can't see it, he can. So he can track underwater as well. So you can practice surface level tracking at periscope depth. You can practice on the surface, like, you know, tracking and shooting, and then you can practice subsurface tracking and shooting as well with torpedoes. But that's the best way to do it, is drill. I mean, like I said, iron sharpens iron. Either if you don't mind the resource grind to make submarines, then that's fine. But I would just practice with your own friendlies and try to do that as much as possible. So. Yeah, I mean, basically, we're just putting it out there. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's not easy, you know, but at least you can. The biggest thing is learning how to use evasive patterns, evasive maneuvers, knowing when you have to dive below crush depth to avoid depth charge patterns, and knowing how to maneuver as much as possible, and how to save your battery. The problem is with submarines in Foxhole at the moment, and this is generally for both the Colonial and the Warden sub crews, is that the battery is just not long enough and the fuel is just not enough. They're very unrealistic in terms of how the submarines would actually be. So that's the only thing they need to do. Yeah. What's up, Bjorn? What's going on, dude? Good to see you, man. All right, let's we're still running out of here. All right.
Torpedo in tube 3 maintained.
Contrail, bearing 40 degrees. Dive to 50 meters.
Gonna dive real quick.
Man the radio room.
Send that out real quick. We're gonna dive before.
Give me a current eco sounder reading.
Report sent. Depth under keel is 135 meters.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We always take crew with us. Yeah, for that stuff. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna be able to. I don't think we're going to do any naval this war because everyone who's gonna make boats this war are not making boats. So there's no exchange program of rare metals for boats this war. So we won't be having a dry dock ourselves or anything. So I don't think we're gonna get boats. Whoa, what? Propellers. 2 ships. High closing in.
25 meters.
It's 2 ships. Is definitely a pair of destroyers.
I need some help here.
Yes, sir.
I need some help here.
Consider it done, sir.
Yeah, that won't happen.
40 meters.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, if you think of it this way, I mean, we're already closed off at Origin, so West is never going to develop a dry dock. There's no point. With Steel Road closed down like that, there's no point. So even the Wardens aren't going to get to do Navy this war. Like they're not going to be able to. It's just the line's too far advanced, and it went down too fast. This is why we need a bigger map. Honestly, this is a great example of why we need a bigger map, because all it takes is like 1 or 2 bad days, and the whole war is decided before it even gets started. So this is a great example. No, we're still playing. We're still gonna play. I don't play any other game, but there's like there's no one making. There's gonna be no one making dry docks. There's no Colonials making dry docks this war. So it's just gonna be one of those things. It's just because there's no point. We're probably gonna be folded by the weekend. So yeah, I'll still be doing ground stuff. Yeah, I'll be playing every day. Yeah, I just wanted to do naval stuff. I had an itch to play a naval game. So this is when I want to be on a sub and I can't do it in Foxhole or I can't be on a boat or anything. I just play U-boat and do this during the day. I mean, I'll be still playing tonight, dude. Find a fun front and still grind away. But yeah, there's no bouncing back. I mean, we're just so outnumbered, man. We're getting the shit beat out of us right now. So. But this is also why, like I said, this is why I was saying that, like, you know, I mean, look, they're already in Heartlands. They rolled half a Sableport. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bummer, but it is what it is. These wars happen, man. You just, every once in a while, you get folded. Nothing you can do about it. Yeah, and once the bigger groups were like, yeah, we're not making dry docks this war, I was like, oh, shit, like that. There goes half my fun for the war. You know me, I love the naval stuff, so it's just a bummer that I'm not gonna be able to do any sort of naval this war. So basically means I'm going a month without being on my Trident. It was super sad. Yeah, a lot of dudes are doing research in airborne tactics and like formations and all that. A lot of dudes doing their research. It's gonna be cool because like there's gonna be so many like world firsts you're gonna be aiming for. Who's gonna be the first ace pilot Foxhole for the Wardens? Who's gonna be first ace pilot for the Colonials? That's actually pretty cool when you think about it. There's some fun stuff they can have with a lot of the airborne stuff. But yeah, I think this war is, yeah, I think a lot of War Thunder people are going to come over to Foxhole when they see how it comes out, as long as they nail systems right. But which I think they will. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, this war kind of proves the fact that why we need a bigger map and we need some new territory. Because I was kind of half in my thought, but like all it takes is like a bad opening start on any war, whether you're Colonial or Warden, and basically the war is decided from day one. Because the map is so small that all it takes is a couple collapsing, a couple certain bridges and rivers, and a couple key spots of the logistics lane, and you're done. The war is decided pretty much in the first week, and very rarely does it bounce back either way. So, that's why we need a bigger map, because we need to have further back starting conditions and have most of the regular map be neutral. And I think that'd be a better starting, because then it's about positioning on the field as you close in, as like forces close in over time. And then when it finally meets up, the rub is right there. Oh shit. Ooh. Who are you? Something. One ship closing in. Cool. Yeah, logistics will be really cool. I'm hoping they don't add a ton of resources though. I'm hoping it's just like using copper, iron, and aluminum, and you're using those alloys from fields to make planes. Because you already have the resources and metals there you need to make the new plane parts. You don't need to add new resource fields or anything. And hopefully it just uses more enriched oil, give more use for enriched oil too. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try to intercept this and see what this is. I'm not even in my patrol zone yet, and I'm already... This is probably nothing. It's one ship, but there's no way it's like... Ammo weapons. Yeah, I think you'll be dropping like small crates or something like that. You'll probably drop... There'll probably be some sort of new resource thing of like a small crate of supply that you'll be able to parachute in. I think you'll be able to, because it definitely looks like, if you look at the paratrooper plane, which is like the passenger plane that they showed for the Colonials, it definitely, on the back end, if you look at the 3D model of it that they have, from that one dude who worked on the design of the planes, there's definitely a drop down door that looks like it can fit like a Jeep or a small armored car or something like that. So it seems like you definitely can, and it looks like it's, probably can move in some sort of like, some sort of a, maybe a crated item, Yeah. Yeah, it'll definitely be a different kind of combat. I'm just hoping they get I really hope that they forego the top-down view of planes in Foxhole. And I really hope it's more, instead of looking at it like this from top down, I hope it's more like this, you know what I mean? So it makes sense that you need that over the shoulder. And I don't think anybody would complain and be like, oh, this is not in the essence of what Foxhole is. But it's like, dude, you're in an airplane and you can't just, if you can't look up in an airplane and fight like that, you know what I mean? It needs that over the shoulder look. That's just how it is. Now, the ground forces don't need to have that third person point of view when shooting up. It just needs to zoom out like a lot. So you're still looking, you can still have that top down for ground forces using anti-aircraft. It just needs to do a big zoom out when you're aiming your anti-aircraft weapons into the air. So like when you pull out your hammer and you pull out a blueprint for a dry dock, it just does that massive zoom out. It just needs to do that for ground forces to use anti-aircraft stuff, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've used planes on GTA, you know. I think no, they definitely Dill, they did data mine. Some guys did data mine some half track variants that have anti-aircraft guns on them. That has been found in the data mine so far. So far it was an emplacement. It looks like there was a manned octagon emplacement and a half track, and it looks like player manned AA. Yep. It was a half track variant so far. That was one of the early data mines for it. Yeah. Yeah, they'll. I mean, they have player. They have to. You have to. You don't. They don't have. Yeah, there's no way they. There's no way they don't have player manned anti-aircraft. Yeah. Yep, I think so too. Yep, I think half tracks. I think the 50 cal guns on the ships. I think the 50 cal guns for the emplaced guns. I think all the emplacement guns that they have in the octagons are definitely going to. If you look at it, they're going to have a toggle. Like all those anti-aircraft guns, like the basic 50 cal guns that the Wardens and the Colonials get, I guarantee you it's going to be like you're going to toggle. You'll have a direct fire and then indirect fire kind of thing. Not indirect fire, but like direct fire, like level for infantry, and then you can switch it into anti-aircraft, and it'll do a big zoom out, and then it's spray and pray though. Remember, like anti-aircraft stuff is going to be super spray and pray. There is no accuracy at shooting machine guns into the air at airplanes. They're moving so fast, and it's just luck. It's blind stinking luck if you hit a plane. It's just you're going to be able to set you'll probably have some sort of altimeter thing on it. You can set your range on what your altitude is for when you want your rounds to shoot up at or whatever for anti-aircraft rounds. Or 50 cal, just be 50 cal. You just be bum, 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 bum. You just be no, just straight as you try to catch up to the planes. But I think they'll probably have some sort of anti-aircraft stuff where you'll be able to send flak. They'll have flak guns for sure too. So, but that's all spray and pray, which is what it should be. It shouldn't be super accurate to shoot planes. It's not easy to shoot planes down. It was not, even when you're in planes fighting other planes. It's real hard to shoot planes. It was a lot of work. Field machine guns, maybe, but I don't think they're gonna have the arc. I don't think they'll have the arc to do it. I think it'll be more of the emplaced guns. But half tracks will make sense. They just need to they'll have to retune all the ships though. All the ships are going to need way more anti-aircraft mounted on the hulls to
Current depth, 55 meters.
Change course. Periscope depth. Dive to 85 meters.
no.
Periscope depth. Give me a current eco sounder reading. 50 meters.
Depth under keel is 1 meter.
That was it. 15.
Affirmative. 30 meters.
At last, a few hours break.
Yeah, it'll be like hit scan AA. Yep, proximity. Yeah, exactly. It'll be like AOE. It'll be like AOE. It is a little foggy out.
Captain,
Oh, I see it.
depth. Ready for surface observations.
Yeah, I see it. There it is. There you go. I definitely saw a smokestack out here. Oh, there it is. More pillars detected. 2 more? You know, if the allies, when they made the proximity fuse, they call it variable time fuse. It's such a game-changing weapon. Oh no, I didn't know that.
When the sun comes down,
Merchant ship, straight ahead.
comes up. My work is done. My day of work.
Alarm, take your positions.
Stay calm and focused, everyone. We'll get through. I'm ready for anything.
Set a course to these coordinates. Dead slow ahead.
All right. They still have to use the manual fuse setting distance in the shell. Oh, like 88. Yep. Ah, makes sense. Is this a big ship? How far away is this? Hmm.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Okay, we're gonna move in. Kill here. It's just still 80 kilometers away. Oh man, we're gonna intercept this guy. This poor dude. He's gonna die. Yeah. Now this game still has a couple. I don't know if it's because I'm running on high settings or what, but
And tube 1 maintained.
Slow ahead.
oh, wait to move in on this guy.
All engines stop.
That is, what is that? Looks like an empire. No, it is. I think it's a Liberty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Liberty. I have to watch it. No. The Empire Tower. Yeah, it's tower. Okay. Yeah, definitely was a tower. It's weird when you're looking at it just off center. Sometimes it looks like it has more mass than it does, so it can throw you off a little bit. Thank you, Pip. Thank you for the problem. Let's see. It's got a decent little clip to it. 14 or 15 knots, it looks like. 13. Almost got it.
Update. Target speed 7 knots.
A little hard to distances.
Attack parameters update. Distance to target 4,815 meters.
At 37? 36, pointing at 37. 37 off starboard. Ugh.
Attack parameters update. Angle 3-8 bow right. Flood tube 1. Flood tube 2.
Tube 1 flooded. Tube 2 flooded.
I should be able to hit this. This should be an easy hit, but we'll see.
Fire! Flood tube 3. Flood tube 4.
Just in case.
Tube 3 flooded. Tube 4 flooded.
Slow ahead.
Hey, ship. Very, very chill substream, yes. Just hanging. Yep, just waiting for Kitty to finish up work. I think she just finished up, so. I think she just got done, so we're going to go for a walk and get some dinner soon, and then I'll be on for some foxhole tonight when I get back from dinner. What do we have tonight? These are looking promising so far. G7. Yeah, these have good range too on them. Oh, I love this view. Hell yeah. Yep. Oh, these don't leave a...
Captain, we have reached our target.
Pretty cool to see how many Reggie springing up, dedicated themselves to playing. Yeah, we've already seen our Republican Air Force yet. Ford Air Force, yep. Well, I mean, planes should be the hard counter, especially going into late game. It should speed up late game, like breaking bases, facilities, stuff like that. It should just absolutely be backbreaking to the fronts, you know. Planes need to work out. Planes are they're the king of war, you know. It's gonna dramatically change how the game's played though, for sure. Oh, this is looking pretty decent. This is looking pretty decent, boys. I think we got a bingo. Oh man, that's gotta be close. Ah, we might miss.
40 seconds to impact.
Yeah, we're gonna hit it right in the bow if we hit it. Man, I thought that would... no, it's gonna hit.
30 seconds.
Over under real quick. You think it's gonna hit? We're gonna get no duds, no whammies. Oh man, if it's gonna hit, it's barely gonna hit. Oh my god, it's gonna miss. It's gonna miss. It's gonna miss. Son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? Ah, fudge.
10 seconds to impact.
Wow. Damn it. Oh, good thing I put 2 more in here.
It's a miss.
Dude. Granted, I'm shooting from 4 kilometers away. It happens, though. What are you gonna do? I got 2 more in the tube, so... It just sucks because I'm going out on patrol, so to lose 2 torpedoes off of pretty much a gimme. It didn't... Yeah, it was... I got a little bit of math wrong, apparently. I could have sped him up a little bit more, I guess, when I'm shooting that far away. I'm still kind of learning how to... Oh shit, I need the... Why didn't it bring up the... There's the UI. That's right here, term. Just barely missing, yeah. Shit. That was so close, too. I'll get it. I'm moving in closer, and actually, I'm closing in on this guy anyways. It was super slow, but that's why I took a little bit off an angle shot, not necessarily a full 90 degree. Just in case. Oh, he didn't get alerted to it, so... Still 13. Distance is going to be closer now.
Attack parameters update. Distance 3164 meters.
Unload.
43. Send 2 more after him. Hey, kitty. Just sinking these 2 and then I'm coming out. I'm leaving. I'll save it and we'll go get dinner. She's jumping in my stream. She's giving me the Iggy. She did. We went to the Target yesterday. We got like 4 of them.
Fire!
These. Oh, yeah.
The torpedo has covered half the distance.
Oh, yeah. These are going to hit. Here we go. Yeah, it's Kitty. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, bud. Oh, yeah, bud. Huh. I still get nervous. I feel like nah, this point, this looks like a guarantee. Oh, yeah, that's a hit. Wow, I still might possibly miss this. No. Okay, no, it's gonna hit. Yeah, it's a hit right in the bow. The other one's probably gonna miss, though.
20 seconds.
Ooh. Dude, this dude's just chilling. I think the other one's gonna miss, though. Oh man, it was Swiss. I thought it was British. I might get in trouble for that one. Probably should ID that flag a little better. Oops. Man, I just have a thing with sinking. Oh.
Message received. Report sent.
No. I mean, it's foggy, man. You can't. Oh, I can see it now. Well, probably should have checked. Well, I'm just gonna we're just gonna mosey on out of here. We're gonna
Dive to 35 meters. Current depth 5
sorry. No, definitely no chocolate for me. I just sunk a neutral country. Fucking cargo. I was wondering why there was a. I should ask these logical questions. Why is there a single freighter in 1940 going in the late 1942 by himself? And I should have thought that was probably a neutral ship. Well, hopefully it's like the American one that they were lying when I was leaving Gibraltar and. Yeah. I probably should have just done a little bit of problem solving there, being like, yeah, you can.
Alarm canceled.
You can hear it break apart. Oh, that's kind of. Yeah. Just blame Dave.
5 meters. Time for a break.
Tube 2 loaded.
Oh man, you could totally hear it breaking apart. Damn. Oh shit. I'm like kind of heading towards one of my torpedoes. Watch my own torpedo sink me. It might have dropped off. Ooh. Hey, Tiku. That was not good. Oh, I feel kind of bad. I should have just totally. It was so foggy out, couldn't see the flag, and then by the time I noticed what it was too late. Those torpedoes were already sent. Yeah, I just sunk a Swiss ship in the fog by accident. I thought it was British, and it wasn't British. Yeah. That's true. They won't know it's me. I did send the report in though, so they're gonna know. Yeah, right. No cheese, no chocolate. Only we'll know. I should have known a solo merchant freighter out by himself in enemy waters. It's either like the ballsiest captain alive, or it's a neutral ship. And I probably should have done the math on that one. And that's an oh no. That's an oopsie. A little oopsie. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do gotta save. All right, I gotta save here, guys. I gotta get some dinner, and I gotta get food for Kitty. We're feeding for 3 now, so can't miss meals or anything like that. Can't mess around with that. All right, guys. Well, I will be on Foxhole tonight. In a few hours, I will be on my normal schedule. If you want to check my schedule, I'll be streaming on YouTube and Twitch at my usual time in about 3 hours from now. So I'll be on my normal time. We'll be frontline fighting somewhere, probably Heartlands. By the looks of it, looks like they're already almost into the back lines now. So I will see you guys. Oh wait, I did inspect the ship. Tiku, but I couldn't. It was so foggy out, I couldn't see the flag from my distance. I was about 4 kilometers out when I sent the torpedoes, And yeah, so I messed up. I messed up pretty good. All right. Oh, pig's on. Yeah, I'll raid pig for sure. Okay. Accept. Let me bring up my stream manager, my raid manager. It's easier to find it on my phone actually to raid somebody. So it is. There he is. Oh, pig's playing 7 Days to Die. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll raid my boy Pig. Another part of one of my regiment guys from my foxhole regiment. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Pig. He's playing 7 Days to Die. He looks he's chilling with a bunch of the guys. I think Pingu and Gort are all playing too as well. So send you guys over there. Thank you all for hanging out. First time for if it's your first time coming to the stream. Thank you guys. I'll probably be playing U-Boat during the day more this week. Up until the weekend. I got one wrestling show this weekend, and then I'll be playing up until Friday at least. So I only have one show on Saturday. So I'll be playing today, tomorrow, and Friday. Probably U-Boat during the day, Foxhole at night. Depending on how the war is going. Hopefully the war goes to the weekend, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But all right, guys. Well, thank you all again for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys later tonight. So take care. Have a good dinner or good evening wherever you are, and I'll see you guys in a few. Later. And for all you watching on YouTube, thank you guys as well. Thank you so much. I know it's new what I'm doing, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So hope you guys are liking it too. And yeah, if you guys want to watch, I'll be streaming live on YouTube in a couple hours as well. So if you guys want to log in and watch, I appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching.